if you focus on feeling good now, or if you focus on being happy, like basically nothing is more important than being happy. Like
The Whole Boss Podcast.
Welcome to episode 16 of the Whole Boss Podcast, helping female entrepreneurs have more wealth, health, and optimized living every day in their life and business. If we are just meeting for the first time, I'm Latrice Jones, your biz nurturer, helping you to take care of your business while taking care of yourself. What's up? What's up? I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Okay. So I decided to do this impromptu Whole Boss Podcast. And I was talking to my daughter today, which is my guest today on the podcast. AZ, so cute in the building. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. If you're familiar, I did a podcast episode with her like a couple of years back, actually, about her making like 100K in 9 months at, how old was you? 19?
19, yeah, I was 19.
It was like 19, killing it in her e-commerce business. So we was on the phone today talking about law of attraction, manifestation stuff. And she, said some things that was like, oh, wow. Dang, and we was just talking about it. And I feel like it's a key. And I was like, you know what? We're going to just do a podcast episode on this right now. How you looking? How you doing? What's up? I'm like, I'm already dressed because you know what? I woke up this morning. I was like, because usually I'm at the house, like just chilling, looking crazy. But I'm like, I'm looking pretty good today. Okay. And this is a video podcast. But yeah, let's talk about it. So what was we talking about, Azriela? AZ, excuse me, AZ.
Baby, like
I don't call you AZ. I call you Azriela. Whatever.
You got me there. Okay, look. We basically had got on the topic that because I've been like, reading the law of attraction. Every time me and my mama get on the phone, girl, we just be talking and talking and talking. I really called her because we was talking about astrology. And so we started talking about astrology. I've been kind of like deep diving in astrology because I've been bored, like not bored, but it just been interesting. So I just been deep diving. So I've been looking at like famous celebrities and like, like super, super influential people, like, okay, like Michael Jackson or like, like Kim Kardashian, like, just people like that, just real famous people. And seeing their placements, because, a lot of times people could tell off astrology if somebody could be like famous or have like a bunch of money, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, let me see the placements they have, but then let me look at the placements I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? So then I start seeing similar placements. So then I was telling my mom about like the degrees and stuff. And I was like, oh, you got a placement that, like people who have this placement is like a really strong placement. It's called the millionaire placement. It's like, that's what they're calling it. Like I was looking at it more after this and they call it that placement. I was like, then we started getting on the topic of just how I've been really, really like this theme of this year. I really been into like the law of attraction, right? Like I really, really like that law because it puts you in control, that you are actually in control of a lot of things that happens in your life and just stuff that you do, like money, whatever. You get what I'm saying? All that. So I've been reading this book and like one of the central best topics or the most I got from the book was that if you focus on feeling good now, or if you focus on being happy, like basically nothing is more important than being happy. Like nothing is more important than that, y'all. Like seriously. When you think about everything, you usually think of stuff in terms of like, I would used to feel like this, and you don't even notice that you feel like this. Like I'm like, if I had more money, I'll feel happy. Like if I had this car that I wanted, I know I'll be happy. Like that's just the thing that would just make me the happiest. Like that's the thing that would make me happy. And the whole like the whole thing of the book is that no, bitch, you need to feel good now. Like you need to feel happy now. Like, feel happy now. And so I know sometimes like when you in like super compromising situations and you don't have no money, you don't look good, and you can't do this, you can't do that. That's where you have to look at things and like, what do I like to do? Right? What brings me joy? And when you really sit back and think of the things that bring you joy, and that's the only thing you focus on, because that's like the most important thing. That's the single-handedly most important thing. That's what the book told me. And that's facts, is that you feel good, that you're happy. That's the only thing that matters. That's literally the only thing that matters, literally in this whole world. If you sit and enjoy, or you just list those things out, you'll start to see that it's so much stuff that you can actually do now. Like instead of feeling like, oh, when I'm rich, I could do this. When I'm rich, I could do that. When I'm saying, when I had this, I could do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you literally can focus on all the things that make you feel good now. And then I'm telling you, like, stuff will just start manifesting and working, because when you feel good and when you're happy, that's when you're in perfect alignment with yourself, like with your true self, like
That's true.
literally, like.
That's true.
And the whole thing, the world works off of vibrations and energy. So if you have good vibrations, good energy, good things are going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Opportunities, money, like money is energy and flow. Like all that stuff is going to come to you if you feel good. So what should be your goal every day is to feel motherfucking good. Thanks for coming on my TED Talk.
That's the thing. So let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's dive a little, because I always say that energy is everything. You'll see it all over my social media and stuff like that. But it can be challenging to manage your energy again when things are not going the way that you think they are, but when that they should be. But that got into it again, like, okay, you just told us what to do is to think of what makes you feel good and stuff like that. And a lot of times, like, oh, is that selfish? I got all this stuff going on. I got these bills to pay. I got this, I got that, so it's like, can I really focus on what makes me feel good? Like everybody else needs something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was taught to, be of service of other people. How can you help other people? How can you do that? So that if that's the thing that makes you feel good, then you can do that as well. But I feel like what comes into it is like, um, is it at the detriment of yourself? Is it at the detriment of your desires? Is it at the detriment of the things that you want for your life and for your business and different things like that? Do you feel the pressure of like not having enough time to do the things that you really want to do because you have so many things that you feel that you got to do? And that kind of brings me back to like Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins always say, like, make this quick shift instead of like, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that. Switch it to, I get to do this. I get to wake up today. I get to exercise. I get to work on my business. I get to do that thing. And so I feel like that kind of falls in line with what you was talking about. And another thing we was talking about, you were saying that when you started realizing the things that you want to do, they pretty much kind of fall in the line of the things that you should be doing anyway.
Yes,
But it
literally.
shifts, instead of like before, like if you like exercise and you like, oh my gosh, I gotta exercise because this is on my to-do list. I need to do this. But then you like, you know what? I actually like exercising. That shifts everything, right?
That makes everything so much easier when it doesn't feel, like a god. Like sometimes, like my manager, shout out CISO Extra, he told me like to basically like start thinking in my head, like, what would future AZ do? We kind of build this person or what we feel like, this person is when they have more money, when they have this, when they have that. And like, what are the things that they'll do? And you think that you're focusing on your future self, but you're really focusing on the lack between what that person is and who you are now, right? So I was like, dang, like once I just threw everything away and I was like focused on being happy. I'd be like, damn, like I do all the stuff now that I would do if I was rich. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Just think about it. If you had all the money in the world, what would you be doing? Like, what's the stuff that you would be doing? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, just really boil down to it. Like, I'd be like, dang, I would still post on social media. I really actually like doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like taking walks. I like taking a ginger shot every now and again. Like, I like eating healthy. I like reading books. Like, those are things that I genuinely like to do. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like focusing on that is just going to bring everything. You'll just naturally start becoming the person that you truly is, like your true self, because your true self is a person who has abundance, where things are easy. That's like the type of beings that we are supposed to be, like not these beings that have to work hard, that have to, you know what I'm saying, have all these regrets, who just stressed out. Like, no, like your true self is somebody who just flows. Everything is easy. Like, life is good. Like, you just do the things that you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, that's how it's supposed to be. Like,
but what about the people who's like, oh, your head's in the clouds, get your head out the damn clouds and stuff? There's real shit. There's real
but that's the thing. Oh my gosh, like that's also what people, I was reading the book, like people try to make being pessimistic realistic, and that's not, that's not true. Like, like that's like the, like, I don't know, when you really start reading these books, it's like the gift. Like, everybody wants to know the secret on getting rich, the secret to a good life. That's the secret, is like nothing is realistic. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, your life is whatever you want it to be. You could actually be whoever you want it. And how could you achieve that? Is by focusing on everything good. Like, your thoughts manifest into your real life. All that is so important. Like, I don't think people understand, like, you want to try to be consistent in good habits, consistent in posting, consistent in this, but if you're consistent in having good thoughts all the time, like if you train your mind to just think good all the time, I'm telling you, you would not see anything but good. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I think about bad shit be happening. When I think about good shit be happening. So if I just focus mostly, that's simple math. If I just simply focus on all the good stuff, then more good stuff gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
Literally. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, like the thing about it, like it does sound so easy. And it is. It's not easy, it's just simple. It's a simple, it's a simple, like it's simple. It's not
It's
easy.
simple. Yeah.
But because it's like you've gone your whole life with these ideas of stuff that is put like from a young age. Like, when you're a child, that's when you're in your best true self because you just be.
Right.
But then
You do what you want to do.
right, like you don't pay no
Everybody else adjust.
right,
I
like
don't like
literally.
it. Wah, wah, wah. And then everybody
Literally,
like make me feel good, you know.
right.
So
Then
yeah.
you start getting in the real world, and that's when people start being like, you gotta get a job, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Like everything is surrounding money. Like, you're taught these things for a long ass time. Like this way of thinking has been so long. So when you come to this realization, like making that shift from thinking a way of life that you thought your whole life to something new, it is hard. It's difficult. It is difficult. But you'll get there. You just gotta be. That's the thing that people need to start being consistent in. If you just start thinking that all the time, then it'll be a state of B. Like now you just, like you ain't gotta try. Now it's just that.
And I agree, and I always be looking at, because I look at you and I'm like, oh my gosh, she does so good. She don't have the trauma, you know what I'm saying? She don't really have the trauma like I had, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, trying to get rid of those old thoughts and stuff, and you be like, oh, I'm gonna let it go, I'm gonna let it go, I'm gonna think positive, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but they come back, creeping back and all that kind of things, your old conditioning, your old beliefs, PTSD of things that happened in your life and stuff like that. So people be looking at you like, it's good that you could be happy, you know what I'm saying? But it's real life over here. You know what I'm saying? It's real life, son, But yeah, so I love that. I love the positivity and stuff. That's why when we was having that conversation and stuff, you helped me. And when we was talking about this, and you was like, well, damn, well, just do what you want. And then, do what makes you feel good. And then we got to talking about how most of the things that you makes you feel good are things that you should be doing anyway. Like when you think about it, like people be like, oh, I don't want to exercise. But then if you actually exercise, or you actually find an exercise that you like you may just start dancing, and dancing might be your exercise. You might enjoy yoga. You might enjoy stretching. You might enjoy
Right.
swimming. You might enjoy walking, running, jump roping. There's so many different things that you can do to exercise, to get your heart rate up, to, build your muscles and different things like that. Find something that feels good to you and resonates with you, and explore those things to find what it is that you like. You know what I'm saying? Just start asking yourself questions to get to the bottom of it. Like what, and it comes back to the same question. What makes me feel good? And if you don't know, then just start trying things, and I would say try things that are so-called already healthy or good things or whatever, and see if you like them, because like some things are proven. Like if you exercise, if you move your body, it's going to give you benefits. You know what I'm saying? If you eat healthier, and you eat greens, and you drink water, and you eat foods that's living and fresh and vibrant and colorful and things like that, you are going to be healthier. You know what I'm saying? Your body is going to get the results that you want. If you do things like post on social, you don't have to post on Instagram if you hate Instagram. You don't have to post on TikTok. You might like Pinterest. You might like YouTube. You might try some things out and see what it is that you like, and then do it all the time. And if you do that, then you're more likely to build a stronger business. You know what I'm saying? If you wake up every morning like, oh, how is money going to come to me today? You know what I'm saying? I love making money. You know what I'm saying? And money just come, or how can I make money today? What can I do today that I enjoy to make money or something like that? And do that thing that I feel like it shifts everything. Yo, I feel like this whole conversation today, it like opened up something. I was like, damn, this is so deep. I love this. I was like, let's just do a podcast episode on it. I enjoy speaking to Azriela. She is so smart. She is so like optimistic. And I said before, like, oh, you don't have no trauma. She has her own traumas. Everybody have challenges and things that you overcome to get to where you are. And I just love, you know, the positiveness of like just overcoming things and still being a happy, positive person, optimistic person. I'm optimistic, but not as optimistic as her. I was like, darn, I done seen some things like, okay, that sounds good, but you know, but in general, I'm optimistic, and I do believe that things, even with everything that's going on in the world, I still can see like a light, like it's gonna be okay. Like, you know, and the more that we don't focus on things that we cannot control and focus on the things that matters to us and that we can control, which is like enjoying life and doing things that we enjoy, then the better off we will be. Okay.
Better off. Because like if you do 10 things of joy, like dang, you did so much that made you happy today. You just feeling on top. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, it just works. And that also pair, it's like another book that I want to read next. It's like The Subtle Art of Not Giving a
Ah, yeah. Okay.
I think that's important too. Is just, you know, you can't
I'm
really
getting
say,
there. Yo, I'm gonna be 50 this year. I'm gonna be 50 this year, and I feel like the older you get, the less you give a fuck. Okay, honestly, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, dang, like, and it's crazy. Like, if y'all just make a list of like things that you like actually enjoy, at first it's a little hard. You be like, dang, like, what do I actually like?
I like it.
Like, what do
I
I
like
like?
it.
Like you'll be thinking like, because your mind be wired to be like things that you're supposed to like. Like I'm supposed to like to eat healthy. I'm supposed like you know like I need to do those things. But
Right.
like what's the stuff that like really actually like just make you happy for real, like for real, like for real. You be like, dang, you the most randomest thing. Like I don't know, like I like for example, a random thing that I like doing is Pinterest. Like I really enjoy like finding pictures, putting into my pinboard. Like I could spend hours on pictures. I just love looking at pictures, fashion, like home decor, right? And I literally have like 5,000 Pinterest followers. I have 5,000. Wait, no. Yes, I do. Wait, or is it 500? Wait, I think it's a lot. Hold on, let me see.
You say it's a lot.
I don't even know. Hold on. Let me.
Amazing.
If it's 5,000, I'm sorry, like I'm looking famous. Oh my gosh, I got 5,000 followers on there.
Hey.
I got 5,000 followers on Pinterest. Like I'm telling you, I literally got that just off the pure enjoyment. And I also another thing I enjoy is I like when people like the stuff that I like too. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that just pills getting a bunch of followers, a bunch of
Right.
pins on there. Like
Yeah.
it's just stuff I actually enjoy doing. Like if I had $1 billion in my account, I would do Pinterest. That's how I got to start thinking. Like, what would you be doing if you was rich? You could buy everything, you could do everything, you could do all that. Like, take money, take whatever. What would you sit up here and do? Like, what would you really do? Like, what would you do? Like, what would you do? And that's what you do now. Huh?
And I had to think about that. And I was like, some of the things that I do anyway, that I feel like people be like, dang, you doing this, but you're not doing that. You know, I love like looking at funnels and stuff and just looking at like nerdy stuff. I feel like it's nerdy. You know, breaking, hacking funnels and different things and why things work. And when I got more into systems and stuff, because I love automation. Like the first time that I made money, like after I set up a sim system, like as they say, in your sleep, like, you know, it was like, shoot, I've been doing this a long time. I guess that was like 2007, 2008 or something. I had this ebook, you know, I'm also a vegan plant-based chef, you know, so I had like, yeah, my book. And that was back in the day when you didn't have like, at first I had to actually, everybody who like bought a thing, like sent me money. Like, I don't even think was it even PayPal? PayPal might've been there. I don't even know how they sent me the money. And then I had to email out each book and stuff, each one of my books that I made and my little, I didn't even make like I made it into a PDF, but I like made the book in like Word and or Publisher and stuff like that. That's like back in the day. And then there was like this automation, and I would just have to pay 25 cents each time anybody got a book. And I can't even remember the name of this little system. It's not anything that we have now. And I was able to upload my book. So every time that somebody bought one, it just automatically delivered to them, and they would just charge me 25 cents. I can't even remember. So that's when it like automation kind of first started. And so when I started getting like sales and I'm sleeping, like people buy stuff from me from across the world and stuff, somebody in England, somebody in France, and all these different places. I'm like, yo, this is so dope. So let's wrap it up. And one of the things that you said was to make a list, make a list of all the things that you could do every day, everything that brings you joy, because that's the most important thing of being in your state of happiness. And again, that's like raising your energetic vibration. And I feel like that is so important to attract money and wealth to you, to attract all the things that you want, love, happiness, peace, and all that stuff, is to be clear about your desires. Write them things down, you know what I'm saying? And then everything you said, every morning that you get up, you ask yourself the question, what can I do today that that will make me have fun and bring me joy, right?
That will bring me joy. Because like, like I don't know, like people be thinking, like I said, like you gotta work hard, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You get what I'm saying? Like honestly, just put all that to the side. What? What's gonna make you happy?
Just vibe.
Just vibe. Seriously.
Just vibe. Look, this is her little catchphrase. She ain't creative, but she made that job popular. Just vibe. And that's real. Just vibe. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anything, any last thoughts that you want to give to the audience, to the people, that's gonna help them and bring them to the right state so they can manifest this dream life and all this stuff? One more side note. AZ is the queen of manifesting. I've watched her manifest so many things. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, she also has a planner. She has a digital planner, a manifestation planner, and things like that. If you follow her on give the information where they can follow you and look in her link tree and stuff like that. You can get her manifestation planner and stuff.
You can find me mostly everywhere at Azsocute, and my business is royalty mating. So
AZ so cute. AZ so cute. You can see it in the background, kind of on her wall. AZ so cute.
But I would say, like I said, nothing is more important. That's like the whole thing. Is nothing is more important than you being happy. Everything should surround that. Everything, like the people in your life, the job you have, your interests, everything should surround.
Surround. I love that.
And if you focus on that, I'm telling you, what could go bad if you focusing on being happy? That's the whole point of life. Like, we be getting sidetracked. The whole thing of life is to be happy. So
yes.
And my whole point is that if you create the reality that you
you
wouldn't want to escape it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
yes.
So like you wouldn't want.
That's so real.
Like, if you focus on all the things that are maybe, let me put in, healthy, that makes you feel good, then you know what I'm saying? Like, but just anything that makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good, and then you think of every just pay attention, you know what I'm saying? And then like if something is that you're doing that you thought that makes you feel good, but it's not giving you good results or good consequences in your life, then maybe you should reevaluate.
Look,
it's really making me feel
people good. Like, let's say people with drugs, like, again, that's a good thing, because people be like, oh, well, anybody can do anything that brings them joy. But let's say somebody who bring like drugs or whatever, I feel like it brings them joy in them like 10 seconds, so that whatever feeling is high. But most people, when they're done, they feel bad. Their family hates them. They don't like making their family feel bad. They don't like feeling like they're a loser. They don't like, you know what I'm saying? Those are things that they don't like. So really, it's not really making them genuinely happy. That's what I said. Like,
what actually really is making you happy?
Yeah, what, if you got kids, seeing your kids happy make you happy. Like, those are things that are good. Like, what actually brings you real joy. And until you actually start doing those things, you'll see that a lot of stuff that you think brings you joy really don't.
Yeah.
So it's like a trial and error, like them, like
Yeah,
what?
and pay attention. Just pay attention and kind of question, like what it is. Enjoy it, like be in the moment. We don't have to analyze everything, but
Everything.
most of the time you'll know. You know what I'm saying? You'll
No.
know. You'll do it. Like, I thought I wanted this, and then when you get it, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, I also feel like being flexible, like staying flexible in your dreams, staying flexible in the things, that makes you feel good or whatever, just being flexible. Like, it's okay. Like, you thought you like it, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Try something else. You know what I'm saying? But keep it happy, keep your energetic vibe, high. So that's my goal, y'all, too, as well. We gonna do this so that we could get these millions and billions that's in our astrology chart. We need to do another podcast episode on that, because we be deep diving. She like me, okay? She like me. We like be off on a tangent and stuff. But yeah, I love that. And I do want to like say one more thing, because another Coach P, Precious, she said something. I went to one of her events, and she was like, disappoint everybody else before you disappoint yourself. And I was like, dang, that was deep as well. And it falls in line with what Azrael is saying. So I'm like, oh, okay. Yes, just all of those things. And that's something that I talk about a lot, being a nurturer and being someone who, could be like, have people pleasing tendencies, and I can always put everybody else's needs before my own. It's like, make sure that you're taking care of numero uno, making sure that you're all right, because then you have like a bigger cup that you can like give others as well. You know what I'm saying? Things that you do is in line and in the right mind, and not just because it pleases somebody else, especially if it's a detriment to you, to your energy, to your pockets, to your self-esteem and things like that. So being mindful when you're doing these things, make sure it's like, a good reason. And a lot of times, if it's truly bringing you joy and stuff like that, most people, I'm going to say most people, because, some people, the things that they want is like good stuff, and they want it for themselves, and they want it for other people as well, too. But pour into yourself, get what you want, get clear about what you want, get clear about your desires, what you want in your life and your business, since this is a business podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, get clear, get excited about, how different your life can be. What do you want? Don't look at what's happening right now. Forget that. What you said, clear slate. Clear the slate. It don't matter like all that other stuff. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on the things that you want, and just start taking those actions, just doing that feel good action every day, or creating a habit of, if it's something that you need to do every day, just find ways that you can enjoy it more. So that's all. Anything else, Azrael? Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, getting me back in the daggone groove of this here thing, like out of overthinking and back to things that I love and truly enjoy. Okay. Yes.
Look, like they always say, like it's never too late. Like it's never too
Never
late.
too
That's what
late.
every book say. It's never too late.
Never too
You
late.
can
Old as
literally
hell. 50 this year, yo.
yes, I'm telling you,
Never
it's
too late. Okay.
one day, and you realize this realization that I'm saying. Like I'm telling you, it's never too late. Like that moment is just that moment, and from
If
therefore,
you're still breathing, you
huh?
still here, there's still an opportunity.
It's still opportunity. As soon as you got lungs in your breath, it's never
Right.
too late. I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
never too
ain't
late.
too late. Ain't
So
too
don't
late.
never go back into your life. Also, and then the past don't matter.
Yeah.
Only now. Again, the now. So what can you do now? You could be
What
happy
can you
now.
do right now? The present moment is very important. The past don't matter. The future hasn't happened yet. So like, but whatever you do right now, it affects what happens in the future. So what you do now affects what you want to become. So, focus on the present here and now. The past don't matter. It's done and over with. You know what I'm saying? If people trying to keep you there, like, look, I'm not there anymore. I'm changed. I'm a new person. This is what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Because people gonna try to keep you where you at. You ain't shit. Look, well, I was gonna do a little, you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit.
And
But listen,
you never know how much you like live in the past. Like I'm saying, I'm telling my manager, and I was just telling him, And I was really coming from a place of, I'm like also a little analytical, so I like to study patterns or
Mhm.
whatever. But like I was just like, yes, back in the day when I used to post every day, or back when he was just like, like, dang, you just keep talking about
The
back
pattern.
then. Like he was like, I don't think you understand. Like you always have progress. Like you don't have to do all this stuff. Like as like you know what I'm saying? Like you
Mhm.
are evolving in every which way. Like you know what I'm saying? Like literally.
Yeah, so that's what's up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again for being on the show. Love you, baby. Let us know in the comments if this has helped you in any way. Like if this has motivated you that you're going to try it. Let us know how it works for you. You know, we'd love to hear it. I'll make sure AZ sees it. All right. Peace.
Bye.